I don't know if you know, obviously it's Friday today, but I don't know if you know what date it is. It's the 13th, Friday the 13th, and legend has it that it is the unluckiest day in the calendar. People are so frightened of flying in case something bad happens that the flights are up to 41% cheaper. So Kay, you're flying later today.
Thanks, Andrea. That's really nice.
Did you book it today because it was cheaper?
Well, I would have. If I'd known it was cheaper, I would have booked to go somewhere further away. Well, no, I'm just going. It really doesn't bother me the 13th. It is a lucky number in our family. So we just don't have that thing about the 13th. In fact, I would actively go to row 13. I would go to a room that was 13, the 13th floor. So all that kind of stuff just doesn't play with me, just because it was one of our lucky numbers in our house. So that was...
I like to think that I'm not superstitious because I realize it's completely irrational. I am so superstitious. I would never get married on the 13th, Friday the 13th.
Really?
Oh, no. Even Rob really laughs at me because my grandmother, has anyone heard of the thing, the hat on the bed? Does anyone know about that?
Yeah, you're not supposed to put it on, I don't know why.
So my grandmother, no hats on the bed, never. So Rob does not share the same irrational suspicions I have of luck and all these things. So he just likes to throw the cap on the bed. And what then happens is I then yank the hat off and then brush it like a crazy person. And it looks insane. And the problem is...
brushing away the...
I just bad luck. Get rid of the bad luck. Get rid of the bad luck. I just want to wipe it off. I mean, he just laughs at me. Like, I mean, it is
Do you do
mental.
the new shoes on the table?
I mean...
Can't do that.
No.
Yeah.
Every time someone tells me about a new one, I go, here we go again. Something else.
Do you salute the magpie and say, good morning, sir, how's your wife?
How's your wife?
I don't know about the magpie. So what do I do? This is another thing.
Good morning, magpie. How's your wife today?
Never join the army, Nadia.
Just in the garden by myself.
And also, if you go in a house, you've got to leave the house by the same door. That's one that my mum says. You can't put an umbrella up in a house.
Well, that one, no.
Terrible bad luck.
What about the ladder? Do you walk under a ladder?
I would, but my mother wouldn't.
No.
She's very superstitious. In fact, one New Year, well, Scotland, you know, Hogmanay, New Year's a really big thing, and your first foot has got to be tall, dark and handsome. And one of my brothers...
That's a good rule. That's a good rule.
Oh. And one of my brother's friends turned up, and he was short and ginger, unfortunately, and he had to stand outside for 2 hours. We eventually had to go get a neighbour to come.
Yes,
she just would not let him
unless
in.
you're tall, dark and handsome.
Yeah. He still wanted to go to the party after 2 hours outside?
I don't know if
it must have been going on.
I don't know if it is a superstition or she just fancied a bit of that.